How to make a line plot using Origin. Whether you need good help, a genius writer, a brainy tutor, or a data wizard, Intuito for you has them all. It's like having a research dream team on demand.
Okay, let's just jump right in. We've all been there, right? You've got this awesome, hard-won data, but it's just sitting there in a spreadsheet looking kind of, well, boring. In this explainer, we're going to walk through how to use Origin to take that raw data and turn it into something professional, something you'd be proud to publish, something that really makes your research pop.
And you've really got to ask yourself this question, because you can have the most valuable insights in the world, but if they aren't presented in a way that's visually compelling, they can get totally lost. Your data has a story to tell, and our job right now is to make you a great storyteller.
This right here, this is the transformation we're talking about. On the left, you've just got a list of numbers, raw data. On the right, you have a professional plot that tells a story instantly. We're about to close that gap, and trust me, it's way easier than you probably think.
All right, first things first. Before we can build something amazing, we have to prep our canvas. You know, this little bit of setup at the beginning is absolutely key for making everything else go smoothly and quickly.
So, the single most important first step is getting your data ready. The software we're using, Origin, loves a clean and simple layout. Just make sure your X values, that's your independent variable, are sitting in that first column. And your Y values, the dependent ones, go right next to them in the second column. If you get this right, honestly, the rest of the process is practically automatic.
Okay, with our data all prepped and ready to go, it is time for that first big payoff. Let's get from that boring worksheet to that initial wow moment and really bring our numbers to life.
You're not going to believe how simple creating the actual plot is. First, just highlight both columns of your data. Then, you're going to go up to the plot menu, find Basic 2D, and click on Line. And bam! Just like that, you've got your first plot right there on the screen.
Now, here's a little pro tip for you. If you want to see the actual data points that are making up that trend line, choose Line plus Symbol instead of just Line. This adds this great extra layer of detail and precision. It's perfect for most scientific charts, for sure.
So we have a plot, which is great, but now it's time to make it your plot. This next part is all about adding that professional polish, the stuff that separates a basic chart from a truly presentation-ready graphic.
And the gateway to all this customization? It's just a simple double click. That's it. Just find the plot line itself, double click on it, and that one action opens up the plot details window. That's your command center for all things design.
And inside this window, you have total control. You can change the line color, maybe to match a specific style guide. You can make the line thicker so it really stands out on a projector screen. You can smooth out the curves, which can really help you see an underlying trend more clearly. And of course, you can customize the symbols to make sure your data is super distinct and easy to read.
Okay, making it look good is important, but clarity is everything. I mean, a beautiful plot is totally useless if your audience has no idea what it represents. So now, let's focus on adding the context that tells the complete story.
Just think of it like this. Your plot line is the main character of your story, but the title and the axis labels, that's the narration. They provide the who, the what, and the where. Without them, your audience is just left guessing, and nobody wants that.
Now listen, this next detail is absolutely critical if you want to look professional. Always include your units. Whether it's seconds, or meters, or degrees Celsius, adding units is what gives your graph real credibility. It's a tiny step that signals scientific rigor and makes your work truly ready for the spotlight.
So, you've done all the hard work. You've prepared the data, you've created the plot, and you've polished it until it's perfect. The very last step is to get your masterpiece ready for the world, whether that's in a report, a publication, or a big presentation.
Origin gives you plenty of options for any situation. So if you're making presentations, choose PNG. It'll give you crisp lines and a nice transparent background. For web pages or emails, a JPEG is great because the file sizes are smaller. And for those really formal reports or academic papers, you're going to want to export as a high-resolution PDF. That is the gold standard for publication.
And that's pretty much it. Let's just pause and appreciate this for a second. In just a few minutes, you've learned how to go from a static list of numbers to a dynamic, professional, and really compelling visual story. You've empowered your data to finally speak for itself.
So, this all brings us to the final and most exciting question. You now have the tool, you have the skill, you know how to create visuals that can actually inform and persuade people. The only thing left to ask is, what important story is your data just waiting to tell?
And subscribe now for more amazing videos just like that. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to yours channel. Thanks for watching.